Welcome back. We want to get past this rubble, so let's see if we can move it.
I do not believe that will work.
And we can't. We can, however, blast it. So we want it to disturb as little as possible, so blasting through it is the obvious thing to do. Okay, now we're in a tunnel. There's a screen over there, so let's have Jordy take a look at the screen. It's very obviously Chodak stuff. Looks like the Chodak.
Look, a shooting star. On Earth, that means you get to make a wish.
Shooting star is actually a misnomer. In reality, they are simply meteors which are incinerated as they enter a planet's atmosphere.
I know, Data, and rainbows are just the refraction of light by water droplets, but they're still beautiful.
Although this dialogue is a bit corny, I do actually like it. Just because it's a nice little character moment, and it is true to both of their characters. It's nice that the writers put that kind of little touch in there. Well, it's a screen. A screen blank instead of a blank screen.
This looks like an information display. The question is, what kind of information is it supposed to display?
I don't know.
Under the right circumstances, I might be able to make this thing work. This panel is activated by a pattern of interactive electric fields. I might be able to get it to work.
Well, the key to getting it to work appears to be to find out what goes in here. Well, it's a round hole and we have a round stick with us, a nice linear rod. So let's try that. And it does fit. Doesn't seem like anything is happening though. We can, however, use the programmer on the rod. And now the screen is enabled. Let's record that information.
I'd like to get this information into the ship's computer and find out what it is.
Well, it looks like a chart of some kind. It's a bit corrupted. It may still be useful. Find Eleanor or whatever else we're looking for. Wait. I do actually want to take this rod with me. Well, let's see what else is here. Wait, there was a generator there? Let's see what we can find out about that.
This device generates the chameleon field that disguises the station when you look at it from space.
Uh-huh. I did not know that.
The bottom's almost 3.5 kilometers down.
Okay. Better not fall in there then.
Once we know where the Chodak were pointing this mounting, we can figure out what they were looking at. The device was set up to measure the time between certain subspace pulses.
Very interesting.
It's incredible. An energy source still working after 900,000 years.
Want to know what the Chodak built their stuff from if all of it is in such good condition after so much time.
The device is like a subspace phase spectrometer. We use them to measure the intervals between subspace phase pulses.
Is that so? I'm not...
If I were to speculate, I would say that this particular site was used for making astronomical observations.
That would explain why this outpost is so far from the main body of the Chodak Empire. Perhaps they were attempting to make clean observations, uncontaminated by interference from their own transmissions.
Let's record as much as we can. Our computer can analyze the data and make sense out of it later.
There's a lot of scientific equipment in this part of the site.
This must be the heart of the station. We must be especially careful to examine everything we find in detail.
But I think I already did that. I think there's not much else here. No. So let's just head back to the Enterprise.
Beam us up. Captain's log. The archaeological site on Horst remains a fascinating mystery. I'm hoping that our ship's computer will be able to analyze the tricorder data we discovered at the Chodak site and tell us quickly what we need to know.
I'm not sure what I need to do now. I think we just need to wait for something to happen.
Any suggestions, number one?
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't have any suggestions right now.
That basically means yes, we need to wait.
Sir, we are receiving a signal from Starfleet. It is Admiral Williams.
On screen. Greetings, Admiral. What can we do for you?
An unknown alien race has just crossed the neutral zone into Federation space. All attempts to communicate with them have failed.
Interesting. If I were to guess, I'd say that this is the alien race that the Romulans were in a war with, what the Klingons told us.
Are they hostile?
Definitely. So far, every ship and outpost in their path has been attacked, disabled, and left for dead.
Do we have any idea of their objectives?
That's the strangest part. It looks like they're pursuing the Romulan fleet into the Zatanus Nebula.
Then my first instinct will be to let them go with our blessings.
I wish we could. Unfortunately, Outpost Delta 08 lies directly on their present course. We can't afford to lose it. Proceed at best possible speed to the Yaz system and intercept.
Understood. Picard out.
What are your orders, Captain?
Set course for the Yaj system. Maximum warp. Engage.
This is gonna mean more fighting, isn't it? I hate that. If I can remember how, there's something else I can do.
Primary core access enabled. Systems online.
I think you can actually go to a starbase and replenish your supply of photon torpedoes and repair major damage and stuff like that. Although this may not be the best time to do that. But something to keep in mind if we should incur damage during all these battles. I also need to keep an eye on our photon torpedo count. Is running out is really not a good idea, because killing these people with phasers...
Unidentified alien vessel ahead. They have locked weapons onto us.
Really not possible. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to fight again. I really don't want to do this.
Red alert! Shields up!
Hail them.
There is no response. They are firing.
I'm not sure if I can do that fight in the remainder of this video, so I'm gonna end the video here and continue in the next one.